Welcome to Living Your Path. I am Cecile Ferry, a coach and astrologer. I'm here to guide you on how to live and work in alignment with your true self so you can find fulfillment and serenity. Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome to your Cosmic Catch-Up Update for week commencing the 2nd of June. This is like quite a normal-ish week when it comes to astrological transit, and there will be more happening next week, so stay tuned. So for now, we are enjoying quite a good momentum because quite a lot of planets are in Aries. There is Saturn and Neptune and Venus and Chiron. So Aries energy is all about action, about forward movement, and also a lot of planets in Gemini. And Gemini is about the mind, the ideas, the communication. So just think about those two themes about your week. And also we are in between the new moon and full moon. So it's the first quarter moon. So now is really the perfect time to really harness that action-oriented energy and to go after what it is that you set out as an intention under the new moon last week. So it's a really good time to actually go out and do things, especially using your mind and using that Aries energy that propels you forward, that courage as well. So this week, just tackle whatever it is that you want to tackle. The energies are going to be behind you. Now, the theme of the week, the planet I want to talk about is Venus. So we started having yesterday on Sunday, but it's exact today, a Venus and Chiron conjunction. So Chiron is probably less known. It's a planet that we call the wounded healer. So Venus is meeting with that planet in Aries, and that means you're likely to feel around now some old wounds coming back to the surface, and they're likely to have to do with your sense of self, your sense of identity, and how love plays with that. So it could also be about your sense of self-worth and how much you feel that you deserve. So watch out, you may be triggered by certain relationships or by events that happen. It's normal. Those wounds are coming up because you're ready to gently, carefully, delicately look at them and heal them. So Chiron isn't there just to shove us wounds in our face. It's there to help us release them and heal from them and move forward. But it might feel a little sensitive at the moment. So give yourself plenty of self-love and think about, what would showing up authentically in your relationship look like for you? Okay, the other thing with Venus happening this week is on Friday, Venus is changing signs and moving from Aries into Taurus. So that's quite different because Venus in Aries is very direct. And Venus going into Taurus, which is her home. So a lot of really positive things are going to come our way for actually the next 4 weeks. So what does that mean? Venus in Taurus. You are likely to feel a lot of positive energy around beauty, love, money, and material comfort. Don't we all like that? Especially, I'm recording this, we just clocked into winter in Australia, and I think this is the perfect transit for us because it's a time to enjoy natural beauty, like the arts, and also comfort. So it could be comfort in your home, time for a little of a cozy little upgrade, and it's also a time for sensuality and for self-care. So you celebrate yourself and your body. And really a great time to book a massage, to go and have a warm bath or go to hot springs, or a beautiful time to cook something nice for yourself or enjoy a beautiful meal out. So a really good time to appreciate those material comfort. It's also a really positive time for your love and relationships. So maybe new relationship flourishing, or if you are in an existing relationship, more stability, more flow, more affection. Maybe a really good time to go out on a date. Time to really invest time and slow down with your loved ones and really celebrate, even just with yourself. If you're single, this is a beautiful time to take yourself out somewhere, pamper yourself, book yourself into a night away, a spa treatment, something like that. And Venus also rules your finances. So this could be a very positive time where you might see better things happening for you on the financial abundance front. Maybe a good time to slow down and look at your finances, but with love and care. And you could be treating yourself, like you might feel inclined to buy yourself really something nice. And I said, go for it. It's the perfect time for it. But just make sure you do it in a grounded, responsible sort of way. Of course, I'm not going to be here encouraging crazy purchases. But you may really feel like it's about tuning in. Is this item going to celebrate myself? Is it going to make me feel really good? And is it going to raise my frequency, my vibration? Then it's a big yes. So as you're listening to this, maybe make some plans for the weekend to either go out to a nice restaurant, go and see an art exhibition, have a spa treatment, or just, look at cozying your place. These are all ways to embed that Venus energy into your life. And it's that Taurus energy, which is very grounded, quite slow and nurturing. And it's about the pleasure of the senses. And the final transit I want to touch on happens on Sunday. And we have a very powerful conjunction of two planets. So we have Mercury that is meeting with Jupiter. And they're both in the sign of Gemini at the final degree of Gemini, 29 degrees. So when something happens at the very final degree of a sign, we really say that the energy is extra potent. So I reckon you're going to feel it. So what is going to happen? Mercury is the planet of communication and information and the mind. And it is meeting with Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion and optimism and lessons and growth. So if you marry these two, it's going to be a very potent day where your mind is going to be on steroids. And I think it will pave the way for really important breakthrough mentally or in your communications. So you might expect having brilliant ideas and breakthrough and insight, Jupiter is going to amplify and magnify everything. And Mercury in Gemini is already your mind functioning to its best of its ability. So if you even amplify your mind on top, can you imagine what you're going to be coming up with? I am excited. So it's particularly great if you are currently teaching, writing, learning, or studying, because you are going to be able to see the next level of whatever it is that you're building and creating. It's also going to be a good day if you have an important conversation with someone, because it's going to be a conversation that will be elevated, quite significantly. It's not going to be about your emotional communication. This is all in the realm of the mind, but you will be able to maybe really get what someone is trying to say to you, or you will be able to find a way to get your point across. And what I love, it's also a beautiful day to kind of have a bigger picture thinking, thanks to Jupiter, where you can be rising above, the everyday little detail and stuff that's chewing your mind and memory, and being okay, what am I looking at? Look at the bigger picture, bigger plans for your life, and all of that with a lens of optimism, because Jupiter brings that kind of luck, wisdom. So a beautiful day to reflect about where you're going, what you're trying to achieve, what's working, what's not, that kind of pilot level information. So I don't think this is a good day to be sitting on the couch and binge watching Netflix. That would be a bit of a waste of that beautiful mind energy. It's a great day to reflect, maybe capture your thought and journal, and maybe have conversation with someone that is really good at, getting those great ideas out of you. I will say, if you are someone that has a tendency to have an anxious mind and your mind always kind of racing, it could also be that Jupiter will amplify that, unfortunately. So watch out. But more often than not, you'll be given those opportunities, those breakthroughs. So watch out for Sunday being a great day for you to make progress and get inspiration. That's it, my friend. I hope you enjoy the Cosmic Catch-Up update this week. Please feel free to share it with 1 or 2 people in your circle, because we all need to know what is going on up there in the stars, right? We all need a bit of guidance. So I'm going to sign off for this week. Have a beautiful time. Enjoy the Venus energy and that beautiful conjunction on Sunday. And I'll speak to you next week. Bye, everyone.